Hey guys, Callum here, and welcome to the Empowered Woman program. This is probably one of the most important videos that you are going to watch whilst you're working with me on a one-to-one basis on the Empowered Woman program. This goes through exactly how we are going to work together, okay? Because everything you've tried in the past, we are going to completely flip that on its head. You are never going to have done a program like this when you're working with a coach, doing a slimming club, or joining a gym. This is completely different than what you've tried before. And the reason why it's different is because nothing that you've tried before has worked, which is why that you're working with me now, because the things you've tried in the past haven't worked. And even if they have worked, you haven't been able to sustain them. You've been able to get results, and then you've always gone back to square one. You've got results, and then you've self-sabotaged, you've given up, and you're back to square one. Which is why my program is so different, because it's focused on long-term changes, okay? And this video is going to explain exactly how I'm going to coach you, and why it's different to every other training plan, diet, and gym plan that you have tried in the past. Okay, so next slide. We're going to be looking at behavior change. The reason why behavior change is so important is because we are a result of our habits. We are a result of the habits and the behavior that we repeatedly do. So the things that you do every single day without even thinking about it is exactly where we are right now, and that's why we're getting the results. Whether that's your job, or whether that's your snacking habit, or your snoozing habit in the morning, or the fact that you get drunk every weekend, that's why we are where we are at right now in terms of our results. And if we can change our habits, we can determine your future. 95% of everything you do is a result of habit, okay? So everything you do on a daily basis is a result of habit, and the brain does that to free up space to make our life easier. And if we can change this, we can achieve long-term success and results. And if you don't change behavior and habits, you will end up exactly where you are right now. Which is why in the past you've tried a number of different diets, meal plans, gym plans, coaches, and you've never been able to get the results that you want. And we're going to change that. And that's why my program is completely different to anything that you have tried in the past. Okay. So, what is a habit? A habit is something you do subconsciously or unconsciously. So something you do without really thinking about it. And the examples I'm going to use are cleaning your teeth, driving to work, or making your morning coffee. You don't have to think about it. You don't think about cleaning your teeth. Like, you just put the toothpaste on and you start doing it. You don't have to think, how am I going to do this? How does the toothpaste go on? Or how do I make my coffee? It's just something that you do subconsciously. And habits are designed to make our life easier, okay? And we do them to save space in our brain, to make everything as easy and simple as possible. In the same way that we also have bad habits, like maybe your weekend drinking, or your trip to the cookie jar when you walk home from a long day at work, or your nighttime binges when the kids go to sleep. The habits are actions that we repeatedly do, and we do them on kind of co-pilot. We don't think about them. They are actions that the brain does to make our life as easy as possible. And what we're going to do on this coaching program, we're going to change your habits, because that's going to set you up for long-term success. Behavior change and habit change is the only way for you to get results, but most importantly for you to keep those results. So when you stop working with me, you don't need to join another diet or coaching program again. Here is a visual representation of why habits matter. So we're going to use an example of a digestive biscuit. The reason why habits matter is because they are the actions that we repeatedly do. And if we can make some simple changes to your habits, like a digestive chocolate biscuit habit, and we do that repeatedly, we are going to get amazing long-term results. And you might think, oh, changing my digestive biscuit habit and making this simple change isn't going to make a big difference. How is that one thing going to make a simple difference? Well, the reason why it's going to make a big difference is because habits are the things we repeatedly do. And if you do something regularly or daily, if we can change that and make a better choice, like in this example, it's going to make a massive difference. So let's say that you have 2 chocolate digestives every day. You wake up every morning and with your cup of tea, you have 2 digestive biscuits, which is 166 calories for those 2 digestives. That is 1,162 calories a week, almost 5,000 a month. 60,000 calories a year, which is 17 pounds of body fat, because a pound of body fat by science is 3,500 calories. You need to consume 3,500 calories over your maintenance for you to gain a pound of body fat, okay? That's what the science is. So If you consume 2 digestive biscuits a day, that's 17 pounds of body fat a year that you could be increasing due to your 2 digestive biscuits each day. Let's say that we made a habit-based change and we went from 2 digestive biscuits to 1 digestive biscuit from a pure weight loss, fat loss point of view. We're going to go from 166 calories a day to 83. This should say 83, ignore my mistake, which is 580 calories a week, which is 2,500 calories a month, which is only 29,000 calories a year, which is 7.5 pounds of body fat a year. So from this simple change of swapping from 2 digestives to 1 digestive, we could save 7.5 pounds a year. We could lose 7.5 pounds a year of body fat. And you might think, oh, but how can this simple change make a difference long term? If you do this every day and make a simple change, like in this digestive example, it's going to make a massive difference across 6 months and across a year, which is why we want to focus on habits, okay? On the next slide, I'm going to give you a few examples of the things that we're going to change in your life that are going to make massive, massive changes. And this is why habit and behavior change is so important. So here you'll see that if we make 5 or 10 habit changes across your life in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, that's going to make a massive, massive change. And that isn't you being on a diet. So we're not saying that you can't have chocolate, that you can't have carbohydrates, and you have to go to the gym every day. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we want you to make simple shifts to your behavior, like in the last example, swapping 2 digestives to 1 digestive, and like the examples that I've listed below, such as drinking 2 litres of water a day. If you do this every day, it's going to save on your snacking. It's going to improve your energy. It's going to improve your sleep. And we do it consecutively every day and it becomes a habit. It's going to be a game changer for your weight loss and health journey. If you start walking 10,000 steps a day, if you do it once, it doesn't really make a difference. But if that becomes habit and that just becomes a thing you do every day, and every day you hit those 10,000, you're going to burn more calories, which means you're going to lose more weight, which means your mental health is going to be better. The stress and pressure on your joints and bones are going to be far less. So that simple change of moving more every day makes a massive difference. If you make simple snack swaps, like we just said in the digestive example, if you do this with 2 or 3 areas of your life, with digestives and with the can of fizzy Coke that you're drinking, swap that for Diet Coke. And the pack of crisps that you're having that are 200 calories, swap it for a 100 calorie alternative. You make that simple change every day. Again, we're making massive long-term changes. If you skip breakfast, that's something that we might implement in your week. You might save 400 calories a day. We do that every day, and before you know it, it's saving massive amounts of calories every single week. If you don't currently train, but we start going to the gym 3 days a week, that's how much I train. I train 3 days a week, every week. I don't miss any, and I get my 3 in every week. That's 150 workouts a year. Imagine if we increased your yearly workouts by 150. So we're not changing everything. We're not going to 7 workouts a week. We're making simple and effective changes to your nutrition, to your lifestyle, and to your training. And that means we are getting amazing long-term results, which you can sustain because we're not changing too many things. You're not on a diet. You're not miserable. You don't have to spend hours upon hours in the gym. And that's how we're going to coach you, okay? And this final slide summarizes it. This is not a diet, okay? I'm going to teach you that no food is good or bad, okay? So if you have a chocolate bar, that's not bad. If you have a chicken salad, that's not good. We want you to make simple but effective changes, and I'm going to support you doing that, okay? It's really important that you don't have to remove everything you love to get results. You can have chocolate, you can go out and have a pizza, you can have a glass of wine or a bottle of wine on the weekends and get results. As long as we are making those simple lifestyle and habit changes, that's what's going to set you up for long-term success. You can enjoy a drink and not feel guilty. You don't have to train every day. Like I said, I train 3 days a week and get great results. And finally, if you overconsume calories, you eat too much, you miss a workout, or you drink too much, that's okay. Remember, if we're not doing it every day, if we're not making it a habit and it's only once a week or twice a month, or maybe every Saturday, but the rest of your week is really positive, so we've made those other choices, we've made those nutrition and lifestyle changes, we've saved on calories, we're increasing our steps, we're drinking more water, the smaller events, the smaller days, 3 or 4 days a month, they won't ruin your progress if the rest of our habits are really positive. So guys, that's your first kind of video into how I'm going to coach you. That's exactly how we are going to change and help you get results. Whilst you are here watching this video, you are going to see that I've set you up with some resources on your app. So open your My Coach app, go to resources, and you'll see that there is a ton of videos, recipe books, snack guides, nutrition guides, calorie guides to really help you. So please give those a look. You don't have to follow them exactly, but they can be there to help if you want recipe ideas, snack ideas to help you get the best possible results. Here's to helping you get life-changing results with the Empowered Woman. Callum out.